So it's time to get it on. You can imagine you're with your wife, or maybe someone you met while you're on vacation, or maybe some girl that you've been talking to on Tinder for a while, and tonight's the night you're about to get it on, and it gets all hot and heavy, and within 2 minutes, whoop, it's over. That could be super detrimental for a man's confidence, his ego, his spirit. The very energy and prowess that you have can be deflated when you don't know how to perform well in the bedroom. So in this video, I'm going to share with you one technique that you can use tonight to last longer, even if you've been struggling with premature ejaculation or being a quick shooter for years. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula, and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. Go to the link in the description below and take my free S3X transmutation guide so you can begin your journey to sexual mastery. So what is this one technique? This one technique is very simple. Start slow. Now that might seem easy, and it is easy. Go slow. Now here's why. Doesn't mean the whole thing's going to be slow, and it doesn't mean that you can't get into the wild animalistic, biting each other, pulling each other's hair, getting all hot and heavy, throwing each other around the room or whatever you're doing. All right, that's all good. But here's the deal. As a guy, you are literally hardwired to ejaculate. Nature has designed you to ejaculate. So when you don't ejaculate, or you rewire yourself or reprogram yourself not to ejaculate, it does something internally to you. Now, here's what happens. As you start to engage in S3X, meaning penetration, okay? So whatever foreplay, it's done, and you enter your partner. Your body is literally going, yes, we are going to produce a baby. But because my guess is you're not wanting to produce a baby, you are having sex for a different reason. Sorry, S3X for the algorithm. You're having S3X for a different reason. And that reason, whatever it is, whether it's pleasure, connection, I don't care for the purpose of this video. You need to reprogram your body. You need to tell your body that the goal is not to ejaculate. So when you start having S3X, your psychology and your biology is going, great, we're going to ejaculate. And that's why often guys just go, kind of jackhammer, and then ejaculate. And if you've been watching pornography, you know that's all it is. Like, which porn video have you watched? I'm trying to remember, flipping through the millions of hours of porn I've watched. How many of them have you ever watched a guy go into a woman, slow down, and just connect with her? Right? I haven't seen that video yet. Actually, I have seen one video like that, and it was an instructional video on Tantra. Right? And that's the only one I've seen. But your regular videos, it's not there. It's this false vision of what lovemaking is. It's just bam, 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 and it's over. And the reason it's like that, it's not designed, it's not accidental. Porn is made the way it's made. It's intentional. The people who make pornography are very smart. They know how you work, and they play to those instincts. Most men don't know how they work, so they don't realize why they're even attracted to it or why they can't stop watching it. So the reason that you want to slow down is because you're rewiring your body to say, I'm not interested in ejaculating. I'm interested in pleasing this woman, connecting with this woman, exchanging energy with this woman, having a good time with this woman, whatever it is. But the interest or the goal isn't ejaculation. So what ends up happening is right about 10, 15 minutes into it, your body will flip. Like there will be this, it's subtle, but you'll notice if you're in tune with your body, where all of a sudden the need to ejaculate goes away. And then you can ramp it up. then you can go hard. And like you could go hard for fast, long. You could speed it up, slow it down. You can have dynamic there. And what that does is allows you to last as long as you want without ever needing to ejaculate. But to get to that point where your body goes, okay, got it. The goal here isn't to ejaculate. You want to start off slow, because at the beginning, for most guys, they're so tight in their S3X activity unconsciously. So as soon as they enter, they tighten up. The breath becomes short, which activates the sympathetic nervous system. And the sympathetic nervous system is what governs your ejaculation. When you go slow and you're conscious of your breath, so imagine she enters you. And by the way, one of the best ways or positions to start, especially if you're worried about ejaculating too quickly, is have her on top of you. The less you move, the longer you'll be able to last as a trick. So if she can start on top, great. And then put your attention to her and not your own balls. All right, not your own genitals. Most guys think during S3 activity, they are literally thinking about their own ejaculation, which the body follows the mind. So when you're thinking about your own ejaculation, you're literally telling your body, you're giving instruction to your body, ejaculate. So by taking deep breaths, so imagine she comes on top of you, she slides on top of you, and you go slow. Even if she wants to speed up, just grab her by the hips and lead her. Slow her down and let her go slow. First of all, if she's not used to it, it'll be very different from her. Most women are used to guys just going inside of them and like jackhammering until they're done and then rolling over. So one, she'll be pleased. She'll like that you're leading her. And so just grab her by the hips and slow her down and start to concentrate on your breath. And even a more elevated practice would be to concentrate on her. Notice her body language, notice where she's at, notice how she's getting more aroused or wet as you continue to have S3X, and take pleasure in her pleasure. Take pleasure in touching her and arousing her. Women are very kinesthetic, meaning touchy-feely. So therefore, the more you bring her closer to you, the more you touch her, the more you caress her, the more turned on she's going to be and the more connected you can be with her. And then as you recognize, okay, that initial, I'm going to just ejaculate or I'm just going to get this over with, starts to subdue and your energy begins to relax. You're like relaxed. All of a sudden, you're more attractive to her too because you're not being controlled by her or controlled by your own S3X energy, but now you're in control because you're in control of your own physical, mental state. Then, after about 10 minutes of slow, then speed it up, and then you'll notice you get to this point where you can go for hours on end, never need to ejaculate. And then you can do higher level practices like rotating the microcosmic orbit, power locks for full body orgasms, non-ejaculatory orgasms, where you can get into practices of sexual magic and manifestation and creation and cultivating energy and all kinds of cool stuff. But none of that is available to you if you can't last long. So the first step always is being able to last long. And by the way, if you're still jerking off and watching pornography, that's definitely going to kill your libido and your ability to last long with a real partner. So cut that shit out and get to having real sex and have slow sex at first and then build it up and build it up and build it up until your body goes into a state of what I call flow, where you drop and you can actually feel, it's like a meditation. You can feel your brain waves drop into a theta brainwave where therefore you're like meditative in sex. And actually your goal is essentially to try to do this outside the bedroom and just live in this state. So slow down, Take your time, lead her in a slow way, and build it up. This will bring much more pleasure to you and to her, much more connection, and it'll help you last longer in the bedroom tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you want more videos like this. Check out the channel for tons of information on the power of sexual energy and how you can use it to 10 times your impact, your influence, your income, and your overall lifestyle. I'll see you on the next video.